Hello everyone, welcome to the fifth and the last video in the series wherein the mission is to mint our NFT using ERC-721 token standard on the Polygon test network. So in the last video, we deployed our smart contract and now it's time to use that particular smart contract to mint our NFT. So today in this video, we are first going to configure the metadata for our NFT and then we'll head on to writing the script that will actually mint the NFT and we'll be able to see it on Opensea. And if you want to stay connected with me in order to discuss any sort of doubts that you have, you can surely join my Discord server, the link of which is given in the description box down below. So without any further delay, let's get started. If you remember from the part 2 of this series, we created the smart contract in which we also created this Mint NFT function which takes in this token URI as a parameter. So this token URI should point to our NFT's metadata, and that file should be in the form of JSON document, and since we'll not be uploading our actual artwork to blockchain, which can cost us a lot of money, we will instead keep our NFT's metadata to the blockchain, and that metadata will contain all the details of our artwork and an external link of our artwork. So that external link will be containing our actual artwork that will be storing to IPFS. So IPFS is a distributed system for storing and accessing files, websites, applications and data. Now for storing our artwork and our NFT's metadata, we'll be using Pinata, which is an IPFS API and a toolkit. So if you don't have a Pinata account, you can sign up for free and you will be landed to this page. Here we'll be uploading first our artwork, and with the help of that we'll create our metadata file and upload that metadata file as well. So let's upload our NFT, our artwork. So I'll select a file in my downloads. I have a file called unblocking chain. I will upload it. Yes, it is uploaded, and here you can see there is this CID. So what is this CID? So this CID is a label that is used to point to material in IPFS, and it does not indicate actually where your content is stored, but it forms a kind of address based on the content itself, and it's based on cryptographic hash. So if you make any change in your artwork, your CID will change. So if you want to access, if you want to see how this looks like, what you need to do is you will have to copy this CID, and what you have to do, you will have to write ipfs.io/ipfs/ and CID. So you can see your image here as well. Now let's proceed to our project folder to create our NFT's metadata. So we are in our project folder, and in the data folder I've already created a JSON file which is metadata_mintcontract.json, and this is the blueprint of how the metadata file usually looks like. You can specify the attributes, then you can write the description, image, and in the image you need to put your IPFS link and the name that you want to provide. So let's write a trait type. Let's write color and give the value black, and also let's create a trait type, say type, and I will write text. Now in the description you can write anything. Let's write unblocking chain, and in the image what you need to do, you need to copy this link that we have created and paste it here, and then in the name I will write unblocking chain and I will save it. So once it's saved, what we need to do, we need to upload this metadata file as well to Pinata. So I will click on file, go to my documents, Mint NFT. In the data folder I have this JSON file and I will upload it. So for uploading your metadata and also your image, you can also write code for it, but I'm doing it directly, so it's your choice. You can do it in any way you want, and we'll be using this CID to call our Mint NFT function from our smart contract. Now let's move on to writing our JavaScript file that will actually mint this NFT. So in order to do that, in our script folder I will create a new file. I will call it mintingnft.js. And if you remember, previously I told you that the test file that we are creating, this mint contract.test.js, our actual JavaScript file that will be minting our actual artwork, that will look very similar. So let's first copy this and paste it in our this JavaScript file and we'll make the necessary modifications. Also remember one thing, that in the previous video I have asked you guys to save your smart contract address that you have deployed to the Polygon test network in your .env file, and we have also saved our mnemonic to it, which we will be using now in this file. So in order to get that, we will write require .env.config. Okay, since we are not testing anything, so this line is not required. Again, we require web3, and here as I've told you that here we need to specify which is the network that we are trying to connect to. So now what we want is, we'll first have to get our HD wallet provider. Let's first get the mnemonic that we have saved in our .env file. Now let's get the client URL. Let's name it client URL, and here we'll be saving the link of this network. So let's copy it from here and paste it. It is done. Now here we need to pass the provider. So first let's create provider, which is equal to this HD wallet provider. So HD wallet provider, and here we need to pass the mnemonic and the client URL, and now we can simply pass our provider. Okay. The next thing is, data will remain as is, the ABI array will remain as is, but here instead of this contract address, what we want here, we will make process.env.contract address. This should be defined in a .env file, remember. So the lines below it, those were basically used to test the smart contract. We'll be using some part of it in bits and pieces. Before that, let's create a function. Let's call it deploy. And let's make it asynchronous, and okay. So this function is created. I'm calling it deploy. The very first thing that we need to get is the accounts. So in order to do that, let's copy this from here, the way we are getting the accounts, and I will declare this accounts, and then we will write a log statement saying attempting to deploy from account, and the account will be the 0th account. You can deploy from any account that you have on MetaMask. The next thing that we need to do is, we need to create an instance of our smart contract in order to call our Mint NFT function. So I will copy this line from here, paste it. Let's call it contract. Okay. Once it is done, what we need to do, we need to call our Mint NFT function. So we will be requiring these two lines. Let's copy that, paste it here. Now, what is the token URI that you want to pass? The token URI should be your NFT's metadata link, right? So in order to get that, we will write in a similar way, https ipfs.io/ipfs/ and let's copy your metadata CID and paste it here. Okay, it is done. Then let's call it contract.method.mintNFT. We are passing our token URI and sending from accounts of 0. So if it is done successfully, I will write console.log yay NFT minted successfully. Okay, so I will remove the rest of the lines from here, and then we need to call this deploy function. I will save it. Okay, so we are almost done. Okay, there is a minor mistake. Let's make it accounts. Now we can simply execute this JavaScript file, and I will write node, and since this file is in my scripts folder, so I'll write scripts / the name is minting nft.js. Okay, so here we are creating a new instance of it. So okay, Now let's try to run this again. Okay, it's done and it is showing attempting to deploy from this account, and this account is the account that we have on our MetaMask, and it's written yay NFT minted successfully. So we have successfully minted our NFT. Now let's go to Opensea and let's connect our MetaMask wallet. So it is asking me that do I want to connect this account, and yes, I want to connect this account. Connect. Let's go to our collections, and in our collection we should see our NFT that we have minted, and yes, here you can see the NFT that we have just minted. And if you go to the properties, like one is color and that is black, and the other is type, which is text. If you go to the details, you will see the token ID. So the token ID is 1. The token standard via which we have minted this NFT is ERC-721, and the blockchain is Mumbai because we have used Polygon test network. And if you click on this contract address, that will show this minted NFT, and if I click on it, yes, it is showing me the transaction hash from which account it got minted, and ERC-721 token ID is 1 and the contract address is this. So yeah, we are done. We have successfully minted our NFT and we can clearly see it on Opensea. So we are finally done with the series. If you have been following me along and you are successfully able to mint your NFT using your own smart contract, then I would love to see your NFT. You can drop its link in the comment section down below. And if there was any topic that was not very clear or any other topic related to blockchain or Web3 that you want me to make video on, then do let me know in the comment section down below as well. So if you like this video and this series, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel for more such content in future.